The university library closes at midnight on Fridays. Nadia knows this because she is the one who sweet-talked the security guard into leaving the back door unlocked. She sits cross-legged on the floor between the tall shelves on the fourth level, surrounded by scattered notes and 3 cold cups of coffee she never finished. The overhead lights are off up here. She is working by the glow of her laptop and the faint amber bleed from the city outside the long narrow windows. Nadia is 22. She is wearing an oversized rust-colored flannel shirt tied at the waist over a white-ribbed crop top, baggy dark denim, and worn-out Adidas Sambas with a fraying left shoelace she keeps meaning to replace. Her natural curls are pinned up loosely with a single pencil. Her rings are mismatched silver. Her eyeliner is smudged from hours ago and she genuinely does not care. She is on a FaceTime call, voice low. I told you. I am done covering for him. I am not doing it again. A pause. Then softer, like the words cost her something. No. I am serious this time. She does not hear the footsteps. Eli Sean stops at the end of the aisle. He is 27. He is a visiting research fellow here for 1 semester, and tonight he is carrying a single hardcover book and the kind of exhausted expression that does not belong on someone that put together. He is wearing a fitted charcoal black crewneck, straight dark olive trousers, and clean white leather Clark's Wallabies. His glasses are thin wire-framed. His jaw is sharp. His whole presence is quiet in that specific way that takes deliberate practice. He came up here because it is the only floor that stays silent. He is not moving. Nadia's voice drops to barely anything. I trusted him with everything. Everything. And she stops. She exhales. Whatever. I am fine. Eli does not breathe. He is not trying to listen. He tells himself that while his feet stay completely still. He tells himself that while her words land somewhere in his chest and just sit there. Trusted him with everything. He knows that feeling. He knows exactly what it costs when that trust breaks. He steps back quietly. His shoulder catches the shelf. One book slides out and hits the floor with a sound that fills the whole silent floor like a gunshot. Nadia spins around. Their eyes meet across the dark aisle. Neither of them speaks first. The next morning comes cold and gray, the sky over campus the color of old chalk. Nadia is at the campus coffee cart outside the East Building at 8:14 a.m. She is wearing a camel-toned puffer vest over a long-sleeve black turtleneck, wide-leg stone-washed jeans, and her sambas again. Her gold hoops catch the flat morning light. Her curls are out today, a little wild, intentionally so. She has her headphones around her neck but nothing is playing. She sees him before he sees her. Eli is standing 3 people ahead in the line. Same glasses. Dark green wool coat today over a gray quarter zip. Brown leather boots this time. He has a book tucked under one arm and he is staring at his phone like it personally offended him. Nadia looks away. Then he turns around. Their eyes do the same thing they did last night. Just land on each other and stay there 1 second too long. You dropped a book on yourself, she says flatly. It was not on me. It was near me. You flinched. I reacted. Something loosens between them that was tight a second ago. He steps aside. You can go ahead. You look like you need caffeine more than I do. She raises an eyebrow. I look like I need caffeine. It is not an insult. It is not a compliment either. He almost smiles. Almost. They end up at the same corner table without deciding to. It just happens the way some things do, quietly, before you can talk yourself out of it. You heard me last night, she says. I was not trying to. I know. She wraps both hands around her cup. I am not mad. I just want to know what you heard. Eli is quiet for a moment. His fingers are still on the table. Enough, he says honestly. Nadia nods. She looks out the window. His name is Jordan. He was my best friend. And then he became something else and I let him. And then he took something from me that I cannot get back. Eli does not ask what. He does not fill the silence with something easy and useless. He just says, I am sorry. That kind of loss does not announce itself. It just shows up one day and rearranges everything. She looks at him. How do you know that? He looks back. Because it happened to me too. Outside, a wind picks up and scatters leaves across the concrete path. Nadia does not look away. 3 weeks later and the whole dynamic has shifted in that slow, unannounced way that nobody can point to a single moment for. They study on the same floor now. They share notes on papers neither of them are even working on together. She sends him voice memos of ideas at 1 a.m. and he sends back 2-line texts that somehow say more than paragraphs. Nadia is in the campus courtyard on a Tuesday afternoon. She is wearing a fitted dark burgundy zip-up hoodie, white wide-leg sweatpants, and her sambas. Her curls are pulled half up. Her earrings are tiny pearl studs today. She looks calm. She is not. Jordan is sitting across from her at the stone table. Jordan is 23. He is in her program. He is charming in the specific way that hides damage. Today he is wearing a light gray hoodie, joggers, and clean Air Force Ones. He looks apologetic. He has practiced this. I just need you to hear me out, he says. I have been hearing you out for 2 years, Nadia says. I made a mistake. You took my research. You submitted it under your name. You did not make a mistake, Jordan. You made a decision. He winces. The committee already reviewed it. If it comes out now, it tanks both of us. It tanks you. Nadia. Do not say my name like that. If you go to the board, I will tell them about the leaked exam answers from sophomore year. I still have the messages. The courtyard is full of noise, conversations, music from someone's speaker, a skateboard on the path. None of it reaches her. Her expression does not change. Her voice goes very quiet. There it is. She gets up. She picks up her bag. She does not look back. But across the courtyard, sitting on the steps with a book he stopped reading 10 minutes ago, Eli watches the whole thing. He sees Jordan's face. He sees Nadia's back as she walks away. He sees the exact moment her shoulders drop, just slightly, when she thinks nobody is watching. He closes the book. His jaw tightens. He knows what he just saw. And what he knows now changes everything. That night, Nadia finds a sealed envelope slid under the door of her dorm. Inside is a printed transcript. A full recorded conversation between Eli and the university's Academic Integrity Board. He went in that afternoon. He told them everything he had witnessed over the past 3 weeks. The late-night study sessions where Jordan referenced her drafts. The specific data sets. The timeline. And then, at the bottom of the transcript, in the remarks section. I am also voluntarily disclosing that I accessed restricted archive files during my research fellowship last year. I am prepared to face whatever review is necessary. But Nadia Ose's work must be credited first. Nadia reads it twice. Then she calls him. He picks up on the second ring. You went to the board, she says. Yes. You gave up your fellowship. Potentially. Eli. You were not going to do it yourself. Because you were scared the old messages would surface and you would lose your scholarship. Her throat tightens. That was not your call. I know. You could get removed from the program. I know. Why would you do that? A pause. The kind that has weight in it. Because you said you trusted someone with everything once and he broke it. And I did not want you to spend the next 10 years thinking that is just how it goes. Nadia sits down on the floor of her room. Her back against the bed. The lamp is the only light. She is wearing an oversized soft white tee and gray joggers, and her hair is loose, and she looks like exactly what she is, a person coming undone quietly. I did not ask you to save me, she says. I know that too. Eli. Yeah. What are we doing? Another pause. Longer this time. I have no idea, he says. But I do not want to stop. The lamp flickers once. Outside, rain starts without warning. 6 weeks later. The board cleared Nadia. Her research was formally recredited. Jordan withdrew from the program. Eli received a formal review but kept his fellowship, conditional on a probationary period. It is Friday. Late. The library's 4th floor. Same place. Different night. Nadia is sitting on the floor between the tall shelves again. This time there is no frantic energy around her. She is wearing a soft sage green knit sweater, straight-leg dark jeans, and white low-top Nikes. Her curls are out. Her rings are back. She looks like someone who has finally exhaled. Eli lowers himself to the floor beside her. Close enough that their shoulders touch. He has no book tonight. He is wearing a plain oatmeal crewneck, dark-fitted jeans, and his wallabies. No explanation. No announcement. He just sits. For a long time, neither of them says anything. Then Nadia says, I think I was so used to people leaving that I stopped noticing when someone was actually staying. Eli does not respond immediately. Then, quietly, I think I spent so long being careful that I forgot careful and closed are not the same thing. She turns her head and looks at him. He looks back. You scared me, she says. When I read that transcript. You scared me more than Jordan ever did. I know. I am sorry. Do not apologize. I just need you to understand that I am terrified of this. So am I. And you are still here. And I am still here. The amber city light comes through the narrow windows. The library hums with that specific nighttime silence that belongs only to places where people go to think hard about things that matter. Nadia leans her head against his shoulder. Slowly. Like a decision being made in real time. Eli does not move. He breathes. His hand finds hers on the floor between them and stays there without making it a big thing. Outside, the city keeps going the way cities do, indifferent and alive, full of people living their own complicated, quietly breaking, quietly healing lives. In here, in this particular silence, between these two people who found each other in the dark between the shelves, something settles. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just real. And sometimes real is the rarest thing of all. The end.